Good morning, everyone. It is June 1st, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Last night was a very long night. My wife and I worked in the alfalfa field, picking up bales and baling until it rolled over to June 1st. We got that first cutting off and stacked in the barn. We'll go take a look at it in just a second. Just in time for watch the corn pop up, a little bit taller. I'll come over here and take a look really quick. Moisture is obviously really high, and but we do have some good moisture retention. Everything looks like it's going along pretty well. We got just growing. The weeds are partial, and yeah, everything looks like it's going well. And same thing is to be said for that field over there. The alfalfa is coming up. It doesn't have much moisture, so we are actually going to turn on the moisture. Well, I'll turn on some moisture, so we'll get that rolling. We'll jump in the pickup and go do the other one as well. I could run all the way over there, but we got other things to do here too. So I got to mow again. That's where we parked the baler last night. Just got it out of the road. There's the other cornfield. It's about the same as the other one, like I said. Here's where the little tractor and the rake is currently parked. These are things that we need to clean up. And we hauled in a bunch of bales. You can see here we have Here you can see we have 2,493 bales. We can actually come in here and take a look at just how deep this stack goes. Way back in there. I get stuck in there. Super tall, super nice. It looks awesome. Got the truck here that I was using to pick it all up. So let's head out to the other alfalfa field and turn on the water there. Get some moisture into that ground. It probably needs fertilizer too, but alfalfa is a nitrogen fixer. Let's take a look at the potatoes really quick. Again, really high moisture. It's actually not too bad. There's a little bit higher. Nitrogen levels low. pH value is low. So not the greatest crop of potatoes, I don't think, this year. This is the one that the farmer, or the hydrologist, I believe they call them, come around, the chemical guys come around and take measurements of the field. So that's how we have a little bit more information on what's happening with that soil. All right, let's fire up the farm truck here. Drive down to this other hayfield, turn on the water. Left a little bit of alfalfa in the field. Yeah, it's bone dry. We'll go ahead and turn on the water. Irrigation is now active. We can't water for very long. We don't really want to water for very long. We'll head back to the farm. So we do have all those bales, and we could sell them. When we get back to the house here, we'll check prices and see if it's a good time to sell all that hay or not. All right, we'll come down to the prices. Alfalfa. Oh, it's down to 90. Let's see where we at here. We're right here. It's apparently at 90. It says 41. So farmers market is 86 and coming up. And Montana Hay Company is at 90 as well. But it looks like if this is the price, then we want to sell it like in December, January timeframe where it's nice and high. That means that this 24,000 is going to have to last us a while. So we're going to keep storing that alfalfa until the price is right. We can get quite a bit more for it. If we do need to sell some to make ends meet, then that's what we'll do. But yeah, that's where we're going to be at for now. Yeah, so we're just through the growing portion of it right now. We're going to clean up some of these vehicles, put away the baler and the tractors, and just get everything ready to go again. Like I said last night, it was pretty late last night. It was obviously after midnight. It rolled over into June. We used up all the twine that we got off that pallet. First thing I'm going to do is get some fuel in this big tractor. Pull it down here and get it washed up. You'll notice too that there is still bales inside of the baler. And we did that on purpose. We left bales in there just mainly because they're kind of a bugger to get out of there. And we'd stab a hook, a hay hook or a pitchfork, and try and slide them out. And they were always kind of an issue to get out. So they would just sit inside the balers until the next time we baled. But if it was the last cutting of the year, then yeah, we would slide them out, and that would be that. So is that pickup down? I thought I picked it up. No, it was. Okay, it was up. Come on, pick up. There we go. Alright, we'll get everything washed up here. Now, obviously, too, we wouldn't wash the baler with a bunch of hay in it because we don't want things to get wet. So, it's kind of contradicting myself here a little bit. We'll just go ahead and clean the tractor, too, while we're here. Give it a quick hose down. It's got to be spotless. We'll do the same thing with the rake. Knock the dust off the big tractor while we're out here with the pressure washer. Think about where to park this. We don't want to park it in the hay shed anymore. I'll park it right here next to the sprayer. Just get the tongue over a little bit and get it out of the way. There we go. Now lower it down. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Wanted to lower it down, but it wanted to unfold to do that, so. Alright. Perfect. That's kind of the way it works, right? Nothing really has its own parking spot. And we just kind of park it where it's convenient, out of the way. If we need to work on something, you know, we park it up closer to the shop or something like that. Try to plan ahead a little bit, but oftentimes it was just kind of, here's a good spot for it. So we'll close up the shed. No reason to have it open. We'll try that again. There we go. Let's go check the alfalfa field. Let's see how the water's getting along. It's been watering for just a few minutes now. I might spend the rest of the time on the old lawnmower trying to mow up some grass here. Maybe. We'll see. The wife has been on me quite a bit to get animals, but I am being very resistant. Okay, we got plenty of moisture now, so we're going to go ahead and shut off the water, and we'll jump in the farm truck and go do the same thing at the other place. Well, this moisture is not nearly as behind. Let me check this other field again. Maybe I was reading something wrong. Yeah, I was reading something wrong. Could have swore that said it was like up around 30%. So we're going to turn it back on. There we go. I didn't think it had enough time to water. Alright, it's been a couple hours, and the rain just kicked on. I was out mowing and had to shut down a little bit early because the rain started coming down pretty hard. I did shut off the water over here in these alfalfa fields about an hour ago or so. Check out the moisture. 37%. But as we run along here, it really bounced around. There's 2%. And then 29%, 1, 2. So it really bounces around in this field. So as you can see down there too, pending irrigation costs, $1,731. That's for irrigating these two fields for about, hour and a half or so. Bringing up the moisture a little bit. So this field's more consistent from what I've seen. I've kind of run around a little bit. It's usually about 3%. There we got 1. Run around a little bit here. 3.6. So it's kind of just all over the place, and I'm not sure why that is. So we'll get back over to the house here. So with this rain, let's check the... So here we have just a couple hours worth of rain, and then it's going to be nice and warm. But tomorrow we got rain, and the 4th we got rain, the 5th we got rain, July 1st we have rain. So I think we might be okay with the amount of water on that alfalfa. The amount of water on the cornfield is another issue entirely. I can only imagine how drowned this corn and those potatoes will be. Yeah, moisture 36%, 39. Oh my gosh, 42. Pretty bad. Kind of sucks leaving that on so much. So, but I did get a bunch of mowing done. I got all around the house here, all around the shop. Let's go run over here really quick, take a look. I even got this section over here mowed, which was nice. Get this mowed down. And went down this way. We're with these trees. Got it all nice and cleaned up. Didn't do this side over here. Just this side. And in front of this pole barn. Just a little bit. And that's where I stopped when it started raining. I went and dumped it and parked it. We'll call it good. For a little while anyway. So, yeah, it looks much better. So being that it's dumping rain, I think I'm just going to wait for a couple hours and see what the wife has me to do. Maybe catch up on that baseball game. Alright, well it is 6 o'clock the next day, June 2nd. Let's pull up the weather here. Looks like we got some rain coming tonight. But mostly it's going to be sunny. Tomorrow we got partly cloudy, and then the rest of the week looks like it's going to be rain. Let's go take a look first. Let's go take a look at the potato field. And here we go. Here's the potato field. Nitrogen is... Oop, nitrogen's bad. Moisture is right in there, though. So that's a plus. Hopefully we can salvage this potato crop. We'll keep our eye on it for sure. Let's go take a look at the cornfield. Cornfield moisture content is a little high. Not horrible. It only rained for a couple hours yesterday. And then the sun came out. I just puttered around. Didn't really do much. Moisture content in this field is pretty high as well. There's perfect. There's really low. So I'm not sure what's going on in this field with the moisture. But I don't know. Let's see what this says here. Maybe if we stand right on top of it, it'll change. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. So we wait. And we wait. Good morning. It is June 3rd, just after 6 o'clock in the morning. I did take a look at getting some chickens. Or trying to figure out maybe where we could put some chickens out here on the farm. Maybe in this little area right here. My wife wanted to put it inside of here, but I didn't want to have the chickens get maybe hurt with the sheep or something if we ever got sheep. So maybe we could build a little coop right here in the corner or something. I don't know. She wants them close by the house so she doesn't have to walk very far away to go feed them and make sure they got water and that sort of thing. So I'm not sure where a good spot to put chickens would be. I mean, no spot's really all that great. But she wants chickens. So we kind of settled on that. It was chickens or sheep or cows. And I figured let's do chickens first. Maybe. And if we can do chickens and make them survive, then perhaps we'll look at doing something else. So I don't know. We're kicking around the idea. We talked about it pretty late last night over dinner. So maybe we'll have some chickens here soon. Maybe not. We'll see here. But as far as everything else goes, I think today's a pretty slow day once again. Not much going on with the farm anyway. So we're just living life, enjoying summer. It's kind of the slow season. And go camping and just hang out and yeah, enjoy the break, because once harvest starts, it starts. The alfalfa keeps us busy, but only for a few weeks, and then harvest the potatoes and corn, and then we're in the fall work where we are plowing and disking, and yeah, gets to be a lot sometimes. All right, well, I'm gonna go check on the wife, see if I can make her a cup of coffee, and we'll go from there. Well, it would seem that we cannot actually buy any chickens. In order to place down a pen, I need to sell one of my existing pens, and I don't think I can do that. So I'm not sure if this is like a bug or what could be possibly going on here. But yeah, I can't. There are too many animal pens. Please sell some first. And then I come over here and shop area is restricted. Can't seem to place anything for chickens anywhere. So the wife doesn't get chickens. That's a bummer. Good morning. It is July 1st. Fire ended on field 74. I don't think that was one of ours. I didn't see anything about it being on fire to begin with. It is the new growing era. I guess. Let's take a look at what we got going on. First, let me find out what field that was. 74. I don't think that was any of ours. Let's come over to this view here. 74. Which field is that? That was this field. That field was on fire, huh? Let's go visit this field. Okay. We're in the middle. You can see our farm off in the distance. Maybe something caught on fire down here? I don't really see much. Big old giant potato field. Strange that a potato field would catch on fire, especially being all green. That's weird. Alright. Grass needs to be mowed again. The corn is super tall. That's nice. Let's go take a look at our potato field. As you can see, it is raining. So moisture is a little bit low in the good area. We'll go out to the bad area. And moisture is off the table. No, that's not so great. So let's go take a look at the alfalfa field. It's got to be getting close to being ready to be cut again. It's still growing, it says, so it's not quite ready to be harvested, but the moisture is really high. I bet we could cut it. We don't see those little blossoms yet, but it may not be tall enough yet. Let's go take a look at our cornfield. Got some dead stalks there. Running here a little bit. Moisture is pretty low. Well, that is what it is. So summer continues to be interesting. Pretty wet summer. Doing a lot of rain. Let's take a look at the forecast really quick. Here we go. So rain's going to shut off pretty soon. It's going to be a nice sunshiny day. We're going to get rain again on the 3rd, right before Independence Day, the 4th of July. But other than that, it's looking pretty dry. So we might have to put some supplemental moisture on those fields. So hopefully everything works out okay. Kind of nerve-wracking, you know. This we got $20,000, and that's it. I really don't want to take out a loan, so I got to really be careful of what we spend money on. That being said, I think we're gonna just continue doing what we've been doing, which is not much. Just kind of puttering around, hanging out in town, watching the crops grow. Good morning, everyone. It is July 2nd. Nice and early in the morning, 6 o'clock. Getting ready to go out and do my chores. Notice that my outfit has changed. You know, no, that's because I'm a rancher now. Yeah, in addition to farming crops, we got us a couple little sheep. They're just a couple months old. We bought 6 of them, a couple different breeds from the guy down the street. He was selling them real cheap, so we were able to pick them up, and yeah, I figure we got the space for it. Why not? Wife can't have the chickens. They don't cost that much, you know, to maintain. They just basically eat the pasture out here and the grass clippings. Throw them a little bit of water and give the wife something to do. You know, come out here and pet them and play with them. There's one of the other ones out there running and jumping. Looks like we got one that's down. Oh, it's just sleeping. Okay. So yeah, we got some sheep now. We got another one that's down over here. Is just sleeping too? Please tell me you're just sleeping too. All right. Yep, just sleeping too. 3 months old. So very excited to have them here. New addition. Wife did get her way. And you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. It is now August 1st. I hope you enjoyed your summer so far. I sure did. It was nice. Got to play with the sheep quite a bit. But now it's time I think to get to work. You can see the corn is up. The alfalfa is up. And it looks like the potatoes are getting real close to needing to be harvested. Let's go take a look. And the haul water over here for the greenhouse too. Let's take a look at the greenhouse first. Did that yesterday. Come on, open. Thank you. Take a look. I'm starting to get some things coming off. That's great. Makes the wife very happy. These little guys are still running around, bouncing around, just having a grand old time. Oh, they're fun to come out here and watch. They become kind of pets, and they keep the wife really happy. So I couldn't be happier. Here we have the potatoes. Potatoes are looking pretty good. They are ready to be harvested, it looks like. So we will think about doing that here real soon. We'll take a look at the weather. But I think the main priority, I'm going to get run over. I think the main priority is getting this alfalfa off. Corn looks like it's got a few more days to go. Yeah, alfalfa's ready to go. For sure, alfalfa is ready to go. Take a look at the corn. Running here a little bit. Moisture is up. That's great. A little high there on the edge. We did have some rain over the summer, so that was good. The other cornfield should be about the same as this one here. So yeah, I think though, that's going to do it for this episode. Kind of a shorter episode. I'm going to get the harvester or the swather pulled out and going to start cutting that hay here real soon. And we'll, after we get the hay up, we'll switch gears and take a look at those potatoes. Before we do that though, let's pull up, oh, gotta save it. Pull up the weather here real quick. As you can see here, in 2 days we have some rain coming. And then again on the 5th. But today is a good day to cut hay, and tomorrow we can get it up. So that's what we're going to do. We might wait to harvest those potatoes until August 4th, depending on how that rain system looks on the 3rd. So, but that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.